Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're checking out 10 things Americans should never take to Europe.
Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolter, and today we're in Stratford-upon-Avon in England. And today we want to talk about are things that American tourists shouldn't pack when they come to Europe, because I see people bringing so many things they don't need, and it just makes your life so much difficult when you travel. So I really want to focus on a few things, because I've seen all these like BuzzFeed videos and influencer videos and articles about, oh, here are the 20 things you need to make your next 7-hour flight to Europe so much easier. Yeah, but then your next 2 weeks of backpacking around Europe are much more difficult having to carry all those things. And the thing is, some of those lists actually have some good stuff in there, you know, like, oh, if you're going to bring, wear compression socks if you're going to be traveling. Yes, that's really good for circulation, especially for old fart like me, right? But the thing is, sometimes they have things that are just so, like, mind-bogglingly dumb. Like, oh, you should bring a mini iron. You realize the hotels in Europe have irons? Yeah, they do. You don't need to bring one. Or my personal favorite, make sure you have a seat back organizer for your flight to keep all your stuff together. Do you need a seat back organizer when you're like at work for 6 hours or 7 hours? No. So that's what I want you to think about. The just dumb.
A seat back organizer? That is dumb. Let me just see. What? Oh my god. What? Yeah. Well, Mark is right, y'all. That's dumb.
Like at work for 6 hours or 7 hours? No. So that's what I want you to think about. The just dumb things on those lists when you're like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting, but do I want to lug it around? Anytime you go, do I really want to lug it around? And you think no, don't pack it. Okay? But
you gotta lug it around. I want to find some of these videos.
Traveling to Europe can be one of the best adventures of your life.
What do I need to bring, sir?
Down to the 10 best packing list items. When it comes to Europe, there's so many items.
Get to it.
Is a universal converter for charging your phones and charging countries. It may be much better to just first night.
Great.
You don't have to link down. If you're doing Airbnbs,
towels.
Go look at what is included in your Airbnb.
I'm not taking towels with me. What? No, dude.
Okay, the next thing I have for you guys is luggage locks. In Europe, there's going to be theft. There's
Okay. That does make sense a little bit, I guess. Okay.
Okay, guys, this next one might seem stupid, but it is legal documents. You're gonna need your passport, of course, and the other things could vary depending on the countries you're going to.
What else do you need?
But not only bring that, but also have...
No kidding. Oh, I should take my passport? Wow, brilliant.
This is my personal opinion, and again, not bring big bags, big luggage with wheels and rolling suitcases.
Okay.
Elevators. So good luck climbing flights and flights of stairs with these big suitcases that had these ones were the ones that are going to suit us better. They are backpack style. So we can wear them. Sure, they're going to be heavy, but it makes it super convenient to travel.
Giant backpack, y'all. That makes sense. Okay. What else?
They're going to hook. It's going to hang on something, and it's going to have
a hanging toiletry bag. Okay.
Sometimes it can be pretty nice to be able to get a toiletry bag that you're going to hook. It's going to hang on something, and it's going to have different levels of stuff that fall down, so you can store on the bottom pouch your toothbrush and your toothpaste in the next.
That seems unnecessary, but kind of nice, I guess. Okay, y'all, back to Mark's video. I see what he's saying.
Let's go into more specific things, and I think that goes into really don't pack too much. Some people just bring too many things when they travel, and that kind of impacts what they're going to do. Because the more stuff you have, the easier it is to rob you, because you're not going to run after me if you got 3 bags. If I take one, what are you going to do? Leave the other 2 behind? No, so you don't want to pack too much. And the thing when I think about too much, one, don't pack too many shoes. I know this sounds crazy. I know there's some people saying, Mark, that's heresy. But this is from Jocelyn and my mother, who's an image consultant. And they both say basically 2 pairs of shoes. One you wear when you fly over, and one you pack. That's the best way to do it. Now, if you have special events you're going to, that's different, but listen, shoes take up a lot of space, like a ton of space, and they're heavy, and do you really need that many pairs of shoes, and are you really gonna wear that many pairs of shoes? That's something you really have to think about. And also, when we're thinking about packing, I would say this, don't pack non-matching outfits. You know, an outfit that only works in one way, like I have to wear this shirt and these pants together, and that's it. They don't go with anything else.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I don't have to worry about that because all my clothes are dark blue, gray, green, black, or white, or dark red. That goes with everything.
You don't want to do that because then it's one outfit and that day is gone. So packing something for every day just takes up more space. What you want to do is pack things that intermatch, okay? So you can have 5 tops and 5 bottoms and they all can kind of mix and match together. So you can turn those 5 things, those 10 outfit pieces into like 20 different outfits instead of I only have 1 outfit per day kind of thing. And that really saves you a lot of space in your packing. And also, don't pack too much of your bling. Yes, I have my wedding ring on, and yes, my mom has a couple necklaces she wears and her ring, but she doesn't have 19 other things to do because here's the thing. The more bling you bring, it makes you more of a target in certain parts of Europe, okay?
Yeah, I think Kim Kardashian took something like $10 million of jewelry with her to Italy or something, and she got tied up in her hotel room. What are you doing taking $10 million of jewelry with you? Why? You don't need that, right?
Okay, so you want to be careful with that. Also, the more bling you bring, it's more stuff that you have to not lose at the hotel, right? And things you don't have to pack. So what you might want to do, if it's really important to you, go put it in the safety deposit box at home before you travel. Now, the next thing you don't need to bring are all of the gadgets. You know, this kind of goes back to that BuzzFeed thing, like, oh, this scale to weigh your luggage. Look, if you've packed enough that you're not sure if it's under the 40-pound limit, you probably packed too much, okay? And now you have another thing that's gonna weigh even more to put on there. You don't need it. Also, other kind of specific gadgets when it comes to hairstyling, obviously I don't have that problem. 1, don't pack your hair dryer, and 2, don't pack your hair straightener. This is something I tell my students every single time I take a group of students to Europe, and every time somebody doesn't listen, and every time somebody's hair catches on fire. No joke.
Really?
Every time it happens.
What?
Because you have this different voltage going through, and therefore your hair dryer, your hair straightener, they can't handle it. And literally, you might get lucky and it only pops the fuse. Other times it actually bursts into flames. And I've had students that have had their hair catch on fire, okay?
Wow.
So don't bring it. If you really want to make sure you have your own hair dryer and your own straightener, I suggest picking one up at one of the local stores when you get here, and you'll notice you don't have to go to a big box store to get those things when you're in Europe like you do in the US. And really, those two basically fit into this idea of not bringing electrical devices that can't handle the changes in the voltage and the ampage and all those kind of things.
Right.
Because you may think, oh, I've got an adapter that I plug in the wall, I can plug anything into it. No, 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 no. Your phone, notice your phone has that cube and your computer has that kind of big cubey chunky thing, and then you plug that into an adapter and then that goes in the wall. Yeah, that chunky thing, that helps with all that conversion kind of stuff so you don't have, you know, things bursting into flames. So just leave the superfluous gadgets at home.
Damn, I can't take my gadgets, y'all. I thought he was going to say, don't bring an iPad. Don't bring your phone. Don't bring your laptop. That's not going to happen. I don't need to have dry hair. I don't need to have straight hair, right?
And another thing you might want to leave at home, and I know this might sound silly to the Europeans listening to this, but don't bring any weapons. Now, I know the Europeans are probably like, yeah, Americans, don't bring your guns here. No, I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking maybe you have mace, or you have pepper spray, or you have a little wand baton, or maybe you have a taser for your safety. Look, you can't bring that stuff here. Like, you'll get arrested for that. You cannot have it. It's illegal in some countries in Europe. So those things you need to leave at home, okay? And if
what about, wait, pepper spray's illegal? Hang on. Is pepper spray legal in UK? In the UK, unlike the US and many European countries, owning and using pepper spray is illegal and subject to strict laws to ensure safety and prevent misuse. Carrying anything specifically for self-defense in the UK is illegal, as it is classed as an offensive weapon. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh, let me show you something. When I first moved to Los Angeles, my brother gave me this. It's a electrical, like, I don't know what you call it, a stick you hit people with, and it's electrical, so you can shock them. It's like a cattle prod. Oh, pretty awesome. And it works. It's charged up, ready to go. I keep it by my bed. Wait. Wow. Yeah, maybe I'm taking this with me. Look out. Okay. I didn't realize it was so violent. It's been a long time since I pushed that button. Okay. Okay, I won't take it. Okay. Tell me more, Mark.
cannot have it. It's illegal in some countries in Europe. So those things you need to leave at home. okay? And if you're worried about your safety when you're coming to Europe, I'm going to tell you, if you live in the US and you're coming to Europe, you are way safer here anywhere you go than you are back in the US, okay? Now, another thing not to pack when you're coming here is any kind of college sweatshirt, college t-shirt kind of thing, because, well, one, it gives you away as a tourist, right, that you're from the US.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
don't get me wrong, if you want to meet other dog fans, like when you're around, hey, go Dogs, or hey, Alana fans, ILL, go for it. But the college branded stuff just kind of gives you away. The thing is, if you want to get your college branded sweatshirt, why don't you get one from Oxford or Cambridge when you're here, or VHS Universität Wien, where I taught. You can do that. But honestly, those kind of things, I wouldn't pack those just because it just gives you away too much as a tourist. And next.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't want to be a target. I mean, I'm proud of being an American, but I guess maybe I don't want to advertise that when I'm in foreign countries. Baseball caps. Maybe I won't wear a baseball cap.
Next, I want to talk about something that people are going to get very upset about. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't pack pillows. You want to know why? Well, you're going to pack a pillow, like if you get the neck pillow, at the airport, this big thing here.
Yo, those never work. I have one. I've probably bought 2 in my lifetime. They're not big enough for my long neck. It's my neck is average length. But they only come to here, so then you're still like, it doesn't support me.
Well, you have to carry that around for the next few days. And I love when people are backpacking in Europe and they've got it dangling off, they've got it dangling off the back of their backpack. Their backpack's on the ground, then it's on the floor and all this kind of stuff. You're like, ew, gross.
Yeah,
your neck pillow gets kind of nasty, but it's so big and bulky. Yes, it does make it more comfortable to fly. I'm not going to deny that, but do you want to carry that thing around for the next 3 weeks of backpacking in Europe? So you might not want to pack that. But also, I'm going to say this. Maybe don't pack your pillow from home either. Hear me out.
Okay.
Did you know in Europe, they have pillows? They have multiple pillows. They have lots of pillows.
Really?
Lots of different sizes pillows. No, it's not going to be perfect like your pillow at home, but dragging your pillow around the world is not necessarily a really good thing to do because, one, you could lose it. If the hotel doesn't know that it's your pillow, they might switch it out and you don't even realize it. And you might lose it. But also just the fact that it's a big, unwieldy pillow, it could cause problems, and some airlines might consider it a carry-on luggage thing, and therefore it gives you less stuff you can actually take with you.
My mom takes her pillow with her everywhere she goes. Maybe not, Mom. Maybe not. Right? Maybe not.
And please, don't try to do the hack where you use your pillow as an extra hidden, suitcase kind of thing. That's not cool.
Huh?
The thing is, if you're going to be coming to Europe, you can pretty much get anything you want here in Europe. So you don't have to think, well, do they have diapers? Do they have aspirin? Do they have socks? Yes, they have it all. So you don't have to worry about it. So when you're worried and you're sitting there looking at your luggage going, do I need to take this? Well, ask yourself, do I wear it now? Because if you don't wear it now, you're not going to wear it when you're traveling. 2, is this something I really need? Maybe if you don't really need it, maybe don't take it. And then 3, if it's something I can buy over there, if I really need it, maybe I don't need it here and I can get it when I'm over there, all right?
That makes sense.
So what are things you think American tourists shouldn't pack when they come to Europe? Let us know in the comments below to help out other travelers be better packed so you can be a nimble traveler to get around the world, because you don't have to be fit and trim to be a nimble traveler. Take my word for it. You can just pack well and it makes it all better. Anyway, I wish you all the best. I'll say bye from here in Stratford-upon-Avon.
Stratford-upon-Avon, the birthplace of Shakespeare. Y'all, my passport came in the mail. Finally, I have a passport. I'm allowed to leave the country. I might not get back in, but I can leave. So I'm putting more thoughts into how I'm going to get over there to old Britain. Check things out. Now I just need money. This is good advice, because especially with these electronic devices, not that I would take pepper spray, but with these electronic devices, I would have assumed that if you have the adapter, it's all good. But that's not the case. People's hair catch on fire. Y'all, I need my hair. I need my hair. It's important. I don't have any jewelry. I just have an Apple Watch. So good on that. My pillow. I'm not picky about my pillow. So that's cool. What was the first thing? Too many shoes. Yeah. I'll take walking shoes and maybe some dressier shoes just in case I go to meet the king. Offensive weapons. Well, guess I'm not taking my cattle prod. Oh well. College name shirts. I guess that's just not good because it points you out as a target, right? I don't really wear collared shirts anyway, because I went to college at Florida State, and the mascot is offensive. It's a Native American. So I try not to advertise that. And the travel neck pillow. Yeah. See? This looks almost exactly like the one this kid has. Let's just try it out. Okay. Right. Snap it. But then, like, that's not comfortable. That's not comfortable. It doesn't, like, stupid. And I think I bought this at the airport and it was probably like $30 or something stupid like that. Stupid. Get out of here. Get out of here, pillow! Loud. Y'all don't come breaking into my home. You're gonna get a cattle prod. And then I'm gonna milk you. I'm gonna yank on your udders until liquid comes out. Your own pillow. Yeah, not doing that. I wouldn't want to drag my precious pillow around on an airplane or some grubby alleyway. Well, this was good advice. Y'all, I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank my Buy Me a Coffee folks. Thank y'all for watching this with me. And I'll see you next time. Later.